Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 398. Yeah, let's see how well it goes.
I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love, I'm hiding, I'm searching, I'm loving, I'm finding love.
Dark side. Let the fate control your body. In the beginning, there was written.
It's written to follow me. Come down into our basements.
I'm searching, I'm loving.
We're hiding 5 miles down underground. Actually, you can't go that far because it gets too hot. We've looked at that before, how far down you can go underground. Hello, good to be back for another live stream. This is a really late night one for me, 1 AM here. Yeah, so we've looked at previous live shows about the feasibility of underground bases. And they are possible, but you have to construct them in a certain way to be able to withstand the temperature increases down there. As you know, the Earth core is like the hotness of the sun. And every mile you go underground, I think it's like a degree increase in heat. So yeah, I'd have to look that up again though, but I'm not too sure on all the facts again. But I know you could probably build a base with like a high melting point stuff, and absorb the heat with like a water jacket around the whole base, keeps it cool. Then you'd have to air condition the air, but it's certainly possible. Half a mile to a mile down, maximum probably. So yeah, using my new alien grey avatar. Although I think the big one is a bit laggy for the live stream anyway, for my computer. It works alright before the live stream, but I'm not too sure how it's coming out now. But anyway, Live-398, UFO vid catch up. Not too sure how long I'll be doing this for, but we'll see how we go. Almost up to 400 live streams, huh? So how's it looking? Yeah, it's a wee bit slow, the mouth. But we'll probably play around with that more and more as years go on. Or maybe the months, depending if we get some time. And see if we can get it fast as possible. It's not too bad, I don't think. If I close down more windows, of course. So the best one is the small one, because we did try to animate it with this one here with the mouth moving instead. Makes it more realistic. It's not too bad. Needs a bit more work too, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not too bad though, is it? It's better than nothing. And the best one is this one that goes up in the corner. And I've improved the, as you can look at, the graphics. I finally got rid of his space lice. See, no more space lice, you know, the bits of flying around his head there. Turned out to be, took me about an hour to fix it, but it was to do with the JPEG compression. It was converting the very edge of its skull with the white into different shades of white. Kind of strange. So it was converting the JPEG to a bitmap and creating those artifacts. So what I did is I tried saving it as a bitmap by editing out the white bits again, because when you compress it, reduce the size, it adds in the different shades of white. Even though I edit them out and resave them, they would reappear, or more ones would appear because of the compression. So yeah, it's complicated. But I managed to save it as a bitmap, and the key was to save it as a 24-bit. So yeah, that mouth is working pretty good, I think. And it's more of a Trump mouth than a wide mouth. But I like it, and the eyes blink occasionally. Looks pretty realistic. It's an upgrade to the pinky one. I might have to make new merchandise for it, huh? I might need to add it onto t-shirts. With the open mouth, maybe. Get a snapshot of it. Yeah, well, something to think about. There's always more work to do. Not that anyone buys the merchandise, but we do. I buy it, so I wear it around the place. Looks pretty cool. Everybody looks at it. I think that one would be a quite good one with the Black Ops logo. But anyway, that's on with the show, and on to the first UFO video. So this just come out. When was it? Let's have a look. 4 hours ago. So let's start debunking it. Well, let's have a look at it, see if we think it's a real craft or not. So we can listen to Third Phase, or we can go and listen to the source. Let's just give it.
Rapid pace, and we wanted to give a big shout out to the Hidden Underbelly 2.0. He's allowed us to get permission to share this video coming out of Wiltshire, UK. Watch this.
It's just Blake's recording's bad.
That is fucking weird.
Alright, so he's got it from the Hidden Underbelly. Instead of watching theirs, probably should watch the his one, because I think they cut out some. But we'll just watch it and see if we can pair it.
That has baffled me.
There, it's there.
What is it?
Oh God, what is that?
Looks like a taco. It's moving. It's a bit weird. What is it?
And you can see the wind direction, the trees moving right to left.
It looks like a balloon. I don't know. I can't work it out.
So she said it looks like a balloon.
We're going to get a little closer look. I'm slowing the video down so we could stabilize as well this particular object.
You notice it didn't say it looks like a stealth fighter or a plane or a balloon, a kite, or a flying wing, or glider. But I think there's more footage than this on the main one.
In the sky that resembles, people are saying it right now in the chat, a TR3b. We're looking at this thing, and it is massive in size. We can see the comparison to the bird that's very close to the camera, in my opinion. And you see the poles, the street lights.
I think I've seen that before.
Triangular object. I'd have to say, whatever.
I can't remember. There's something similar a few months back. What is it now? 3 or 4 months back, where they were flying something near wind turbines. It looks very similar shape. We'll have a look and see if we can solve it.
Whatever this object is at least 30 to maybe 50 feet in length.
You can't tell that from looking at the video.
What are we looking at? Again, permission granted. We just received this video just moments ago, and we're sharing it as fast as possible to
It
you.
looked like a small object when they were filming it from the car, and they zoomed in on it. You notice it's on a slight angle here. It doesn't seem to be moving, I don't
Right
think.
here at Third Phase of Moon. So what was captured in Wiltshire, UK? Again, you can see the craft traverse behind the trees, again, giving it size and dimension, in my opinion.
Of course, the
at least
movement is
40
because
to
of the
50
car
feet in
moving.
length. It's peculiar in its way of dynamics. Some people might say that it could be a kite. Brett, what's your thoughts on this?
The kite theory. What do you reckon to that one? I think that's where it's heading. What do you think, Brett? Yeah, it's the best footage I've seen. You know what he's going to say. Yeah, I really like this one, Blake. Let's see. Yeah, I really like this one, Blake. I don't think it's CGI. You can see how it moves behind the trees. Let's see, what else would he say? Yeah, it looks fairly big, about 50 meters. Does look like a TR3b shape, but has a stealth bomber shape to it, doesn't it? So, okay, let's see what he's going to say.
Yeah, Blake, this was really cool. I like what we're looking at. Definitely, we're looking at something that's just kind of just stationary, and we get great close-ups. That's the best part. We can see that the guy's driving and actually getting a really good vantage point right there. We're getting it. And then he zooms in. This thing kind of has stealth-like qualities. It's black. There's really no shine coming off of it. It's pretty much just matted black. Again,
Oh
look
my
at these
gosh.
pictures. It's good. It's stable. We're not seeing any blurriness. It's pretty clear. Everything that we're seeing has a lot of information in it. Do we see any wobble like a kite would, or is it drifting? It seems kind of
Yes, we see
intelligent
some
in
wobble
its
like
own
a kite.
flight.
Yeah, so do they carry on talking about this one, do they? Volcano UFOs, is it, after that? Okay, what else we got? Probably a fair bit on that one. So let's go to next source. Okay, where is it? The hidden underbelly. You notice how they go to the channel and not actually the video they used. Disgusting when advertising each other, isn't it? Ho ho ho. And a barrel of monkeys. And there you go. So now we gotta go and hunt. How's the audio sound anyway? I better do a check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds pretty good, yeah. So, videos. And let's have a look at the other one. Crazy openings. This one gives us a wee bit more information where it was filmed. Okay, there.
Guys, we have got a
Doesn't give us a time or date though, does it? Hey guys.
a really quick video, but a great sighting. So let's take a look at this
A great sighting.
footage. And
Okay, can you see it's got a slight angle here, almost looks like it's tilting downwards where you would get a kite string. And of course we're not going to see the string on it. You can also get flying wings that shape too. Remote control. I don't think it's a balloon or hot air balloon. It kind of looks like one of those 3-man size kites to me. You can see the winds go in this direction if you watch the trees.
we'll have a quick chat afterwards.
Okay, let's look at that tree there. See how it's flexing this way? So that means the wind direction is going that way. The headwind is that way. So that means you would fly a kite into that direction.
It's moving. It's a bit weird.
If I can keep it steady, we could see the tree moving.
What is it?
Fuck is that?
It looks like a balloon. I don't know. I can't work it out.
Guys, as always, I love to get footage from England. And this is no exception. This footage here of this black triangular object just hovering in the sky was spotted by Ben while he was...
Now I did a quick search to see if I can find any other stories of black triangles, and I did. But we'll get to that in a minute. And I thought, could it be the same object that people are seeing from time to time? But we'll look over that in a minute. But let's have a look at kites first. Black B2 shape. Let's see what we get. Images. Okay, is it a kite? Birds. Kites that look like birds. Now I kind of remember the odd shape like that being related to a fishing kite. But that didn't give us much, did it? That's because I'm flipped. Let's try stealth. Okay. It's not one of those this time. Well, there's a stealth. There's a stealth looking bomber. But is it a kite? Let's have a look. Airplane, I reckon. Let's just have a quick look at that one. Doesn't say it's a kite on that thing, but it might be. There it is the kite. But that's not what we were looking at, was it? That's kind of crazy shape, that one. That's not the same as that picture there. So, Obviously you can get different shaped ones, right? So what's that look like when it's sort of flying not on an angle? That's the question. Upside down cube kite. Triangle kite, I mean. Here's another one. Looks like a stealth bomber. But we need to see side on. Here's another one. That one's got a long tail. These ones got almost visible corner ones. What's that say there? Secret plane seen over Texas. Let's try black fishing kite. I know I have seen it before. I think we've covered it before. See some of these strange shaped ones from the side, you see. But yeah, can't seem to find one to match what we're seeing. A flying diamond. A pirate one. And a triangle one. And there's a diamond square one. So I don't think it's one of those. Let's see. Black B2 fighter, is it? Let's see what comes up. Alright, some various designs here. So it did look like that on the side profile, but B21 maybe? B21. There we go. Well, B2. Let's go back. Let's have a look. I'm going to zoom in that. Okay, it does kind of look like it could be a kite. It's like a flying wing, side view. Like it's not quite that shape, is it? It's more angular. So it doesn't look like this. There's going to be something out there though. So wing, let's see what comes up. A kite is a bird. Yeah, of course it is. Black. What else can we try? Angled. And there's a wing kite. Box kite. Stealth. Excuse me. Stealth. Let's see, side view maybe. Must be something where we get something pop up. Is that one again? Let's have a look at sort of kite. Let's look at RC model. Okay, so these are flying wings models. That one. Some people take their realistic models seriously. I wonder how much that costs to build that. Amazing. I'm not seeing any shape that we're after. Let's see, there's also RC kites where you don't have string. Let's see what comes up on that. Okay. New design. Well, a side view. New design. Now, are they string-free ones? So, not that I think it's string-free though. In the video, it looks like it's connected to something. Yeah, it's quite big. There's that other one they were promoting. Kind of looks strange. So maybe we're using the wrong search words here, but let's see, Kite. Yeah, there's going to be a zillion designs out there. Yeah, just nothing's popping up. Yeah, it's got the right angles on it. But it's got a hole in the middle. Yeah. If it was flipped up on the side, well, it could be something like that. Certainly a lot of designs here. Crazy looking ones as well. Wonder if we can find the searchy or dragon. Seahorse. Boxy jellyfish one. Oh, look how big that one is. Dragon. a square of all things. So we're not finding anything that matches, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it. But when you want to find it again, you can't. Now let's try black, stealth. We're getting the same ones we've seen already. Just try black. Dark bird. That didn't work. Kites. I suppose it could be a diamond shape. Laying face down. Wing, maybe. Wing. That's a box. Sorry. There's one of those with a hole in the middle. Almost looks like this one upside down. It's got that triangle bit sides. If you can see it from the side view. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's going to be some crazy kite design. What's that there? Getting closer to it. It's a crazy looking sail for a surfboard thing. See, it's going to be something like that one there. See that there? It's that one there. Do it yourself. They do call it a box kite. Now, I guess that's the front of it, but can you fly it the other direction too? Like the string on the other side. I don't see why you couldn't. Be something like that. Anyway, it'll be out there somewhere. So yeah, so I had a look at search online. See if anyone else has reported it. And I found these articles here, or something similar. Is that the one? Okay. I'll come back to those ones. Let me get rid of that. Okay, so Structure. What's happening there? Okay, so that's been seen in the sky. That looks like a normal hang glider though. A mysterious flying triangle has been spotted in the sky over Structure in recent weeks. The latest unexplained goings on, stretching back decades. Now, this is back in 2016, right? It's not current. So, could it be the same triangle that other people have seen in this latest video? And is that current, or is it from 2016? You know what I mean? They do recycle stuff on these fraud channels. Let's see. They call it the flying Dorito. They did say on the other videos they thought it looked like a corn chip, didn't they?
Could this be some kind of advertising banner, Brent? We're not seeing any kind of a tether of...
Yeah, it's possible. Flying Dorito advertising kite above a fast food place. Mexican, I guess. Possible.
An airplane pulling this thing along. It has almost a saucer shape dimensions, and it has its own characteristics of a triangular shape and a saucer shape at the same time. Again, if this were a kite, you would see it flutter in the wind, and I'm not seeing any of that. It seems very stationary in a way of its... You can see a little wobble on it here and there, which is interesting to me, but is that because of its shape-shifting character?
Well, if that's a huge human size or 3 human size wing, it's going to fly just like a wing, right? Has it got a... doesn't need a tail if it's a wing? No, we're seeing some blueprints here where they had flying wings, normal shape wing. But a wing is where it has low and high pressure. Well, that certainly would have wind going faster underneath and slower over top, which makes it lift. That's the typical wing shape, right? In fact, it almost looks like that boxy corners on that. Let's see, let's just grab an image snap of it and enhance it. Did I get it? It's all garbage come up then. So is it the flying Dorito? Someone's homemade kite. Could well be. So, has it got straight, flat sides on it? Angular sides? Let's see if we can pop it out. Now, you can see it's blurry. Yeah, I think some guy built one of these kites down in South America. And he made it different colours, not all black. Can I see here it's got different shading that we didn't see in the black. Well, it does look like it could be a kite. A flying wing of some sort. See, it kind of looks like it's got a straight side here, straight side there, and then it curves off. And it's got like a straight, curvy underneath bit there, right? Doesn't look like a TR3b to me. It doesn't look like a B2 plane either. And it certainly doesn't look like a cloud. Definitely something solid, right? But there you can see that it has like straight spits to it. But it's still an aerofoil. And the wind's coming this way over it. It's just a flying wing, right? And can we sharpen it maybe? I've got this annoying tickle in my throat tonight. Need photo. Gone past it, I think. Photos. Yeah, we're sort of enhancing. Maximum. Yeah, so it looks like straight bits. It has to be a kite. Shame we can't see the string on it though. Let's save that one. So let's have a look at these other news reports now. So we can rule out quite a few things here, but it does look like it's a man-made thing, angleless sides. It doesn't look like an advertising thing. But you never know. Someone might have built it to fly above their fast feed joints to advertise it. Okay, the flying Dorito. It's near airfield. Ah, right. So, is that the same location? Shropshire. In Underbelly, he gave us a map view, didn't he? Where is it? That one. Sweden. So, let's bring up the maps and see if these are all in the same area. Looks like it was close to the other location. And what was the other name again? Wiltshire, was it? Wiltshire, Sweden. I'll try the Sweden one because it's different. There we go. So, is it in the same area? Close. Next door to Wells, yeah. It's a few hundred miles still, isn't it? Let's see. 2 hours, 124 miles. Okay, let's plug in the other one. Wiltshire, was it? Wiltshire was the other location. And it's in the other direction. So it's smack in the middle of the two sighting locations. So is it a flying wing? The other ones. Or was it the same person flying kite? Making a low humming sound. Okay, so there's a picture of what they took. Spud cam again. How do people do such good videos or photographs for UFOs all the time? Triangle shape. Does kind of look the same though. Have I still got it open? No. See, it's on a bit of angle there. Kind of looks the same, doesn't it? Yeah, so what they're saying on that one. Right, so it's got some of these strange mountain peaks. As we know, we get strange air currents over them. They do form crazy cloud shapes as well, normally over this side. But they don't look like clouds. Hang glider? I don't think so. It would be going around in circles if it was a hang glider. Mr. Pope said previously flying Dorito Sightings may have been generated by people seeing the last air wealthy Vulcan bomber which stopped flying last year, or a B-2 stealth bomber really flying in the UK. Yeah, I don't know, it didn't look like a... It seemed to be in one place to be a B-2. Definitely looks like it's mostly stationary but wobbling a wee bit. It's got to be a kite. Yeah, not that. So, yeah. I think we can rule out that one. But it looks similar to the kite, one of those pictures anyway. Spotted in 2016 again. Dog Walker. There's that image again. Suppose it could be a triangle kite, and we've seen it that way, probably. Or angle. Let's see. Dorito is a flying object that has been spotted numerous times in the skies over the past decade, especially in Dudley area. Okay, let's plug that in. So it could be multiple things. It may not all be the same thing, of course. That adds maybe some of them are actual UFOs. Some of them may be actual B2s or similar stealth shapes. We looked at drones before, but yeah, if that was moving, then I'd be more inclined. But this case, Dudley, UK, let's see, where does that go to? All in the same location. Shropshire, Dudley, it's all on that line. So yeah, kind of suggests they're seeing the same thing, all those reports then. And they're saying it's been seen in 2010. You'd think someone would see that in the newspaper and write and say, yeah, it was me, sorry. flying a kite with my son that we made in the garage. Okay, they're calling it a tortilla chip here. Let's bring up a picture of a tortilla chip. So is it still the same thing we're looking at, or is it something completely different? Yep, so they're triangle type Mexican chips then. And they're sort of uneven. Not sure I've ever had those. It's not the sort of thing we'd like in our house anyway. Looks like bits of cardboard, so they're corn chips, right? Deep fried. We have a spicy tomato sauce. And mince, of course. I guess. Scoop some mince on it. Some of it looks alright. Makes you hungry looking at that sort of stuff. Okay, so what do we got here? Any pictures? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a crisp? Now, crisp is what we call chips as well. UK call them crisps, we call them chips. And then you got the ones you fry up. Called French fries, which we also call chips. So yeah, it gets a bit complicated with English, doesn't it? Names of things. So they're calling it the Dudley Dorito here. So it's certainly getting different names, right? So you could probably plug this in search engines and do some more search on it. Looks like an extraterrestrial tortilla chip. I don't know what it is. Sounds like it's going to be a kite to me. The MOD department claimed the airborne objects were supernormal atmospheric plasma phenomenon. It's a bit of a mouthful, but what's wrong with a black kite? Flying wing kite. I don't think they're right. I don't think it is a cloud. Nick Pope, you got it wrong again. We've got some images of it. Doesn't look like anything like that. Looks like none of those ones. And I don't think it's anything to do with charges. No. So, nothing on that one. What year was that? See, 2012 now. So this thing, Tortito chip, has been seen 2007, 2010, 2012, 2016, and now it's back again in 2021. Is that every 5 years? It's almost, isn't it? Every 5 years. Kind of weird. 2007 plus 5 is 2012. Alright, 4 or 5 years. 4 to 7 is 2011. It's not 2010. So yeah, it's not quite symmetrical there, is it? 2016 plus 5 years. 3 to 5 years. Perhaps someone likes flying a kite every 3 to 5 years. Or people driving past that location has never seen it flown before. Yeah, so it ends up being a UFO report. Maybe everyone else is used to it and knows who's flying it. So it never gets reported by them, but it might get reported by strangers driving past. That kind of makes sense. Anyway, that's what I found anyway. So Dudley Dorito, or flying to Dorito, plug into search engine and you'll get information on it.
April the 3rd, around 6:30 p.m. in Swindon in the UK. So
yeah, we found it's all in those locations here. So a bit strange he didn't do research and actually lump all the other sightings in, because it would have made a bit more stronger case then. And same with the brothers, of course, but they never bother, they just wing it up for views, right? So yeah, no one joining us out there again. Let's just do an audio check. I think it's sounding alright. Yep, it is. Alien's still talking. Looking good up in the corner. All good. Okay, let's carry on.
Characteristics that we're looking at is, again, very bizarre, and we thank again the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 for allowing us to share this incredible video with you. We've got so many videos tonight, so buckle up everybody. We just got started. Take a look at this, coming out of Mexico via Jaime Maussan. Take a look. Is this a weird object or what? And what's up with these UFOs that are in close proximity to active volcanoes? This thing
that looks like a helicopter
wings on it, but it's illuminated in the dark sky.
That's a helicopter, has to be, doesn't it?
and then kind of zips off and dematerializes. Is it just dissipating? Is it something from the volcano itself? It comes from behind the mountain, not from
Come on, Blake,
the
you know what
crater
it is.
itself. So
Camera artifact with long exposure and time lapse, right? So could that be helicopter blades we're seeing here? The body of the helicopter here.
what could this possibly be but a UFO?
Look at him, he's trying not to laugh, right? You could just hear it in his voice then.
We don't know what it is. Again, we're not.
I'd like to see him do body language panel on this guy. He's taking the piss out of you guys. It really is.
Activity with UFOs and volcanoes. Again, we're looking at this shot in the daytime, and it's very interesting. We're highlighting it, and again, it just hovers there, and then.
Okay, you gotta remember there's always airports around these volcanoes. And it may not be hovering, it may be flying towards us, which gives the illusion that it's hovering.
And I like, again, it seems like there's some intelligence behind it. Then it drops at a rapid rate.
No intelligence of you, Blake. It drops. Coming into land then? Where is it?
Stations out, and I guess the cameraman lost it. I really like this shot. It's definitely not a bird. It could be a drone. But again, the activity around the volcanoes in South America and around the world, even here in Hawaii, next to Kilauea, there's a connection. And I think you guys agree with us on this one. So you guys want more?
It did look like it moved like a drone, that one. Or a helicopter, of course.
UFO videos, hit that thumbs up right now, and we'll continue on with more.
Hit the thumbs, right. Hitting the thumb now. Thumbs down.
More incredible sightings from around the world, guys. I want you to take a close look at this.
A dot in the sky, guys. How exciting. So we zoom in it. Assumed dot in the sky. Again, it could be a kite, couldn't it? Or a bird, or a plane underneath. Where'd it go? Alright, moving it around. Could it be a drone? Do I see little landing legs on it?
Sana! Susi! Sana! Vijaya!
So far it still looks like a kite or a drone, but hard to tell.
¡Salga a la cancha! Vijay! Vijay, ¿qué es una? No veas eso que me está cayendo por un lado. Uy, marica, ya me dio miedo. Ya en el cielo. Eso no es una cometa. Bajando. Vienen por usted, Susana.
But yeah, of course it's got to be UFO. Pretty crappy. Okay, what else we got?
Close up on this thing, and this thing exactly, it looks like a flying saucer right there. I don't know what to say.
Within the forest, it's interesting. We're getting size and dimension again. This is great. I'm having to guess that this object, we're looking at the blown up version of it. I probably in about 100%, maybe a little bit more. This object is at least 50 to 100 feet in a length here. And look, it starts to disappear behind the canopy. I'm looking, you see it? It goes behind the canopy of the tree line there, and you can see the forest background.
So it could be a drone then, couldn't it, guys? Because when it went down to the tree line, it looked white.
So again, we're getting this size and dimension. What is it? It's definitely not a helicopter. It's not a hang glider. It's not a blimp. It looks like a disc. This is incredible footage coming out of South America, Colombia, guys.
Kind of looks like a drone to me. Out of focus really bad. Don't know if we can do much with it. It's always the same with UFO videos, right? Spud cam. Could be a white kite. It looked like it was black in the sky. But it does kind of look like a drone as well. So I'm pulling it down behind the trees here.
We even have
Still could be a drone. So with the cameras there underneath. Can we sharpen it? Can try, but I don't think we can. Why is it not doing anything? Okay, just make sure it's got it. Try again. Now it's working. I wouldn't say it was a disc shape. Looks like something underneath here. Yeah, why didn't it apply it? Weapon there. Anyway, it's not selecting it again. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I might have to the Heli soon. Get a bit tired. It's 2:30 isn't it? Thought to get through a lot more of this, but we'll see how we go. Let's see, flip here. See, there's has to be some sort of drone, doesn't it? Let's have a look at drones. Light drone. Okay, can it be something like that? There's the black camera. That'll be a camera there. But it doesn't sort of match, does it? Needs to, if it was angled, then I'll believe it. Just trying to think here without nodding off to sleep. You get the man in black snoring effect again. Is that looking underneath? Yep. Yeah, not good. That does have sort of sleepy legs on it though. Yeah, it could be something closer to that. Vector design. If it had more angled legs out. It's kind of bulky looking. V shape landing gear. So like that, isn't it? That one there. Camera underneath. All white. Overexposed. Camera coming down underneath. Yeah, it has to be a drone, doesn't it? If you go back to the buckle up as it's coming down, right. Looks like it's a different shape there. Let's just zoom in that one. Buckle up, everybody. We've been going an hour and a half already. Amazing. See, it's definitely different there. Looks like the blades are at the top here and the V shape's that way. Blurry mess though, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so this let's wrap up for tonight and resume another day with the rest of them. We got a fair bit to catch up on. Probably need to get some rest, but yeah, there we go. Looks like one of those drones where the wings come down, right? Looks like that strange shaped drone they're flying around. AV, which can change shapes, right? Let's see, could be that. Let's see if we can find it again. Bird shape drone, sea to ear. Could be experimenting down there. Flies like a bird. Here we go. The smart bird is the next thing in drone technology. Okay. It's not coming up. That's not what I was looking for though. Could they have a drone where the The arms bend downwards as it comes lower down. So it doesn't snag the trees. It's possible. But it's not what I'm looking for. UAV. What the hell is that? Combat ready drone. China. Not finding the one I was after. Something similar to that one. Israel. Where the wings can fold in and it dives like a bird. Can't remember what it was called now. But that'd give us something to quickly search, wouldn't it? Find it sooner. Drone. Folds. Flying wings. No, not finding it. Just need the right keyword, I suppose. Military, maybe. Or DARPA. DARPA, try that. There's your tic-tac. Tic tac tic tac. There's your swarm of tic tacs. Little wings that fold in. You see what I mean? Hypersonic missiles. Anyway, didn't find what I was looking for again. I found it last time. Drone that goes into the water looks like a missile. Great. Anyway, mosey on. That's the closest we've got so far. And if those go upwards, could explain the other shape too, right? So if they can go upwards and go downwards for landing, that would make sense. Probably need to have more information on that one, maybe. Movable wings. Doesn't say. That's a strange looking one. Walkera. Why is it on strange arms like that? Do they bend downwards? Does it say anything like that there? Yeah, it doesn't say those wings move. This would be a good candidate. Yeah, what
on a
else we got?
downward trending motion, and it seems that it landed in the forest. Within the forest, it's interesting. We're getting size and dimension again. This is great. I'm having to guess that this object, we're looking at the blown up version of it. I probably in about 100%, maybe a little bit more. This object is at least 50 to 100 feet in length here. And look, it starts to disappear behind the canopy. I'm looking. You see it? It goes behind the canopy of the tree line there, and you can see the forest background. So again, we're getting this size and dimension. What is it? It's definitely not a helicopter. It's not a hang glider. It's not a blimp. It looks like a disc. This is incredible footage coming out of South America, Colombia, guys. We even have more videos coming up, but I want to get your thoughts as this thing, again, lands in the forest of Colombia.
It's getting longer. Look at it.
Okay, looks like a plane contrail already. That contrail.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting longer.
Right, so I pulled up the original to the left, and I blew up the one to the right that we're looking at. I added a little brightness contrast to make out exactly what we're looking at, and it's interesting. We have some...
Well, there's a fire. Sure, we've seen this before, haven't we? They're recycling stuff again.
Kind of a fire on the ground.
Black circle looking thing.
Where?
Right there.
I think they're unrelated though, but it could be like fire retardant plane dropping spray, I suppose.
What about... Oh, what?
Right there.
Oh,
Look.
oh.
Oh, keep.
That's in Australia, wasn't it? Yeah.
I'm going to keep an eye on context against that
Where, here?
weird looking
Yeah, over there, look.
saucer.
Black thing. Oh, yeah. Now I'm checking out this too. Look. Usually when I record something here, the video disappears.
Could be a smoke cloud, I suppose. A raspberry one from explosion, like a transformer. But anyway, again, this is where the apps come in useful to be able to hold up to the sky and see if there's any plane numbers that come up. Now, a lot of that's gone past now. Was it disappeared? No, it's still there.
Like matches the consistency of the smoke itself, so I think it's related in what's really going on right up in the sky there. Is this some...
No point in guessing, you need information.
This with you, so take a look at it. You can hear the excitement. They're driving on the highway and something is appearing in the sky. Just watch it.
Look at those lights.
There's some trees in front. Looks like military flares, doesn't it? You can see a smoke trail there.
Those are definitely not flares. Look at how low they are. No, baby, those are not.
They look definitely like flares to me.
From where? They cannot be lanterns. Mira, look at those planes that are going over there.
Yeah, they have fire. They're lanterns.
Okay, you're saying they're lanterns? Okay, you'll see some more.
Wife is saying lanterns.
They're not lanterns.
Alright, it sounds like there's a little debate between the two people or three people in the cabin. The car itself, they're arguing with each other. Is this a Chinese lantern? Are these flares? And both have their own opinions. So let's kind of break.
Looks like another one's just been lit off here. It's got to be flares.
Break it down. What's your thoughts on what's going on in this video? Obviously, Phoenix has had the Phoenix lights back in the past, and can we say that the Phoenix lights have returned? Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, it's a good question. I like that they actually captured this, and
I like they actually captured it and allowed Thirdphaseofmoon to air it to make some money.
they're taking the effort to actually photograph what's happening in the sky. I do believe that these are flares. We saw some lights.
Hey, honesty, we do believe they're flares, and they're getting lower and lower.
It's a possibility of a weather phenomenon. Videos coming in from Canada.
No, plane control.
The link is below, so you could watch the original yourself, but let's get to it right now. What are we looking at? Captured in Milton, Ontario, Canada. Is this some kind of, dare I say it, humanoid
Sure,
in
we've
the
seen this
sky?
before.
Or something else?
I would have analysed it before.
I got Brett here, and I want to get his opinion along with yours. Leave the comments below. What is going on in the skies?
Yeah, it could be a RC wing, couldn't it? Let's see if we get close to it. Rubbish bag.
Yeah, I'm looking at the surrounding environment. Things seem...
Could be a hot air balloon from a distance, right? One of those funny shaped ones.
seems to be actually fairly calm. I don't see any trees moving. I could tell it's very cold over there. And at the end of this video, you see this thing kind of have an idea of where it wants to go. It moves fairly fast right there at the end, and it seems to want to touch down somewhere. What is this thing?
All right, I'm wondering if it's some kind of drone, possibly, or maybe.
Could it be a hot air balloon? Or just garbage?
A balloon's just floating across, but it doesn't make any sense. It seems quite large. I'm kind of trying to get the scale of this thing, and it might be the size of a small vehicle. You're right, Brent. It does seem that the trajectory it's on seems like there's a coordination behind it. Something is flying this thing. Is it something controlled from the ground? The person that shot this, he basically states that he doesn't hear anything. It's definitely cold out there. You would have thought you would hear some propeller blades.
Could be a kite,
are
of course.
kind of loud. You could hear them from a distance.
Looks like
but
one of
this
those
thing's
RC
large,
kites that
whatever
we're
it is,
looking
I don't
at,
think
you
it's
know,
a
the flying wing
helicopter.
ones.
I don't think it's a trash bag floating in the wind. This thing seems like it.
And the reason it
could be
looks
a
long is
humanoid.
because it's angled the wing. To me, those looks like a flying wing, RC wing, remote control, flying wing, something like that. If it comes up, something like that. It looks like they're quite big. You can see. It's just angled to us. And he has like one motor on the back. But it's quite big. Now, is that what we're seeing?
Type ET craft. I also like the way he zooms in and out to get perspective. We see that they're basically, we could roll out CGI on this. This is a legit video.
Hello and welcome to Outsiders Weather and the Skeptics.
Go and hit the right key. Anyway, I think we got to the end of that one.
Looking at the eclipse, the moon eclipse, or is this something otherworldly? I do like the way it's disappeared.
Anyway, enough of them. So, we got some more garbage here, of course. Captured on International Space Station. And we got other stuff here. I think we'll have to carry on another day. We're a bit too tired now. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Or check out some crazy UFO videos. Well, you're at the right place. It's Blake Cousins, and it's Third Phase Moon. And
have a quick look.
Don't think it's a.
So we just saw that one before, didn't we?
Look at how low it's going. It's going low.
Oh, yo, mate.
the interaction between Vincent and his mom is very peculiar in their way because they don't know what they're looking at. And this is kind of the sound that you hear from people.
It almost looks like the last video we're looking at.
They don't understand. In my opinion, whatever Vincent and his mom are experiencing and looking at, there's some kind of mystery. And this is interesting to note that when we're looking at this side-by-side comparison, there seems to be an intelligence in the way this object is related to its surroundings.
Getting it look like it could be a kite.
This is classic.
Coming down on an angle, right? Looks like it's being wound down. What else we got?
Don't lean on the pane, on the window, please.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just slowly drifting and it just looks like it's standing still. Whoa! It's definitely an object. It looked like it was shaped like a V, Ma.
Shaped like a kite.
Oh my goodness.
Some people get excited, don't they? Yeah, it looked like a kite, a V-shaped kite there when it rotated. Coming down an angle. Okay, so
these things, it's hard to tell exactly what they are at points. Some people might just dismiss them as typical commercial apparatus. But in my opinion, we're looking at something that is very strange. Look at this. They're saying that they can see eyes within this figure, and I'm sure what
some type of crazy balloon shape or kite again. It could be one of those crazy kites.
We're going to be seeing them more and more. They're already working with
that one. Does look like a balloon though. Could be a bunch of balloons where it looks like a head and a body. Bunch of black balloons, maybe. Kind of looks like rubbish bags. Right. Humanoid drone. I thought there was one possible creature.
This was captured in two.
Right, this one here, you can see that's on a cord, right? I've debunked this one before on a what they call it, night walkers. This has been cropped so you don't see the full image, but you can see looks like a line that runs across the top here, and there's a cable coming down here.
2018, and notice the way this strange.
So can you see the cable then when it reflected light? See, but Blake Cousins, he's the expert, of course, right? Oh no, he's not an expert. He'll tell you it's alien
anomaly.
So you can see there was some compression artifact there. Obviously, some string that you're not seeing.
Way it's just creeping along. Kind of lends to something that I've never seen before. It has these strange qualities, Blake.
Like a piece of rag on a fishing wire.
The side-by-side comparison, it's interesting. What are these things? It's hard to say, but again, are there...
This one here looks like it's on walking in a some type of hoodie or Halloween costume, and it's on long exposure.
There
This one here is definitely a hoax. That looks like someone on Spudcam running along in a Halloween costume. This one's definitely a piece of blanket on a fishing cord.
Is there an existence of these creatures that don't exist? Now we're getting back to this UFO phenomenon.
They exist, Blake. They're on your washing line.
I love it when we see dogs, canines. They're
see dots. Yeah, we see plenty of dot UFOs.
Look at this dog. He's going to be totally interested in the object.
Dog. Is he saying dog, not dot?
He turns around and he starts to peer at whatever this thing is. He notices his owner is interested in whatever this thing is. This is amazing stuff. Jaime Maussan, again, is allowing us to share this with you. But look at this. The dog seems interested in the object, and we
no, he doesn't. He's turned away.
Aspects of the phenomenon. When people are filming unidentified flying objects in the skies, you hear dogs barking, and this dog, you could...
Yeah, what are we looking at? Looks to me that the dog's not even looking in that direction. God, it looks like a reflection in a window to me. Look. Hey, me, my son, you put up anything, mate, just to make some dollars. That looks like a window reflection of two back windows, lights. Oh. Okay, I gotta stop looking at that.
Is totally interested in what the owner is interested in, and he is actually noticing this.
So are we looking at this, or are we looking at this little dot in the sky?
Strange object in the sky. What is this object? That's the question. You know, we're getting...
Alright, so it kind of looks like illumination flares in the distance being dropped, doesn't it?
In a close-up look at it, you can see multicolored lights in a bluish hue. We've seen...
Come on, that's flares. Stop bullshitting people. Alright, I need to close that down. Maybe I should have saved it for a thumbnail.
See some detachment from something. There's a little flash.
Way out of focus.
Earlier this month, a massive... Captured from the ISS, a black anomaly comes into frame, and lucky enough, from Jaime's responses and his sources, that he was able to capture this and share it on his channel, and we're sharing it with you now. Are you seeing what we're seing? From the ISS, we see this anomaly come into frame. It's hovering there. It almost seems like an insect, in my opinion, almost like a bumblebee. But it's very bizarre in its characteristics of flight. It doesn't really make much sense.
Looks like a water droplet on the window.
It's hovering there. Obviously, I'm so happy that people were able to capture this. Sometimes NASA scrubs the feed when these anomalies come in, but you see this apparition of a wing-like.
That's a water droplet going down the window.
And backs up in a direction, and then this
because it's in no gravity, right?
In my opinion, there's something going on this.
It's dropped. It's come off.
I'm so glad that was captured by the public right there. That's what Third Phase of Moon is, getting the information out as fast as possible.
Kind of do the same
in the beginning, I told you,
it.
Even the SWAT team experiences UFOs. I got Michael on the phone. I apologize. We weren't able.
That's got to be water droplet running around the window screen there. Could be. You'd expect it to be frozen though. Could be an ice cube sort of thing. And you got to remember the space station is not stationary, it's moving at 18,000 miles per hour. So if you had a slippery piece of water, semi-ice, you'd expect it to be moving all over the show with as it's changing inertia, rotating. And you got electrostatic force of the window attracting the water. I'd say it'd be a water droplet. And would you get solar wind? That orbit, or was it protected? I think it's protected. Let's see. I wonder if we can find out. Water droplet. International Space Station. Window. Be funny if something popped up. Water in space, how does it behave in outer space? Okay. Yeah, but I want to see it outside the window. Water on the space station. So what are they saying? Not really giving us what we want. There you go. The charge of water. Positive, negative. Still, we want to see it on a window. Water shaped sphere in space. Well, it does look like that, but if you had a droplet outside.
I don't work out the commander's gonna make me. Yeah. He's gonna fire me, so.
Wow. Alright. Bike! Get. Whoa.
Oh man, you guys.
Alright. Here, this is space food. Yeah, that's my sandwich, man. Good contact.
Hazardous. Hazardous. That's a good one, Leon. It's got a nice bubble in it, too. Here you go, Dan. They had to separate the straw somehow. Oh, there's M&M's floating up there.
Two surface.
Hang on a second. Let's get this one. Whoa! Whoa! Sorry, dude. Oh!
That's gonna be a meal, man. I'll hold it here.
I got it. Knock one out.
Skin surface tension there. Sort of looks like a little plastic ball Dust, water, evaporating space station. Yep. Because we breathe it in and out. Still, water droplet in space is what we want. Or on the window. Let's see how it behaves. What's that one? Don't quite see anything there. Water droplet. Space. That's all I'm doing, experiments with water. So, could they be filming and there's a water droplet? Yeah, there's another possibility they might have been experimenting with water, right? So let's go back to that one again. And maybe there's a water droplet in the way.
Really make much sense. Bizarre in its characteristics of flight. It doesn't really make much sense.
Kind of looks like a water droplet, doesn't it?
It's hovering there. Obviously, I'm so happy that people were able to capture this. Sometimes NASA scrubs the feed when these anomalies come in, but you see this apparition of a wing, like it oscillates left to right a little bit and backs up in a direct.
Looks like it's on a window. Could it be inside the space station? I suppose it could be. They're filming through the window, right? Anyway, let's just keep on moving.
How large do you think these dish-shaped look? And were they like consistent?
I would say those were probably, looking at the dish and looking, I'd say
I want to share it with you.
they were definitely somewhere flat.
That's what we need to be looking at.
Let me ask you this, Mike. So you say they were disc shaped. Did they resemble anything other than a disc shape? Did they differentiate in their shape or form? Was it pretty consistent when you looked at these things? Metallic?
Dots in the sky again, right?
It seemed that maybe some were a little smaller than others.
There you go, flashing of lights.
Because the distance they were farther back, or maybe at different angles.
So that's a Mylar balloon spinning. Oh, look, they're all different distances. Someone just released a bunch of balloons from a party, mate. And this is spinning so that when they reflect as they're spinning. Because you've got a flat side and a round side. And they're so far away from this camera. Just get a decent camera. Alright, so that's that one done. 2 done. Still haven't seen anything that's believable to be a UFO. The Kite one's probably the closest. The Pentagon confirms UFO exists again. So what? So what was the other bits that we had? Okay, yeah. I want to talk about that. So that's coming up. We'll do that in the next live, I think. I think it's on these ones down here that we sort of got left behind way down here. So we'll come back to third phase. There's some flying wings again. Water droplets. So I found these other ones here. I'll just wrap up on these. What was that one? Goof on. Oh yeah, some guy keeps posting those to me on Twitter, so we'll cover that as well. Oh yeah, so I found these ones. And you can see there it's another one of these crazy shaped hot air balloons, right? This is in UK as well. Shaped like a hand grenade, right? But there's the basket underneath there, right? And that's the spud cam version. That's what we get for a UFO thing, and this is when someone actually decides to actually take a photograph that's reasonably okay, and not just do a video. So yeah, thought I'd just show you that one. UFO spotted, yeah. Hot air balloon shaped like a hand grenade. And here's what we normally get in UFO field, but you can still see the basket underneath. So it's not terribly bad, but spud cam version 2 rather than version 1. Out of focus. So it's a surprise we haven't seen that one on the third phase. Maybe they'll use it to watch my video and say, oh, we haven't got that one. Better get it up. So you want the latest UFO videos, you come to the Out There channel. I got more UFO videos than them. Alien abduction caught on video. Watch the bizarre moments. So I tried to get this one to work, but it wouldn't work. So I've actually got it recorded as a video. So the only thing it would play on was a Chrome with no ad blocking. Very sneaky people, but they got some stills from it here. If they'll come up. So this man walks outside, and then there's a flash of light, so they say, and the man disappears. So let's have a look at the video in question. It's a crazy article, and it's only on Express, I think. So let's just close that down there, and I'll play the video and we'll talk about it, and we'll wrap up on that. Just over 2 hours here. And then I need to upload it everywhere, don't I? Okay, so where's the video? Here it is here. See what you think of it. Might have to drag the video player across. And let me just do that. If it lets me. Okay. So the man's coming out his front door. Okay, well it sort of ends. Man comes out of his front door. And then there's a flash. I don't quite see it. Happens very quickly. Walking outside, it's on a door cam, so it's fish-eyed. And man's getting to the edge. As far as I can see, the man has gone. And then we see this little speck of light go upwards like that on an angle. Well, on a curve. To me, that looked like an insect. So he walks out. Let's see if we can zoom in at the same time. And it's walking. Now, can we still see him? Goes around the corner. And then we get the insect. I think there was a glitch in the frame there. He was going around the corner here, and then the insect triggered it at the same time. flew in front of the camera really close as he was going around the bend, so you didn't see him. They're claiming he was abducted in a beam of light. There he is going around. Happens very quickly. Then he disappears, and that looks like a bug flying up and around. Stupid, isn't it? But because it's curved here, they're saying it's a beam of light. But to me, it looked like it was a fly going up, and the IR light was reflecting off it. So he goes around the corner. The fly happens almost at the same time above him, on top of him, on the image. And they're saying he got beamed up to a UFO. Yeah. So he would have had to tell him a story about that one. So I haven't seen that one pop up on UFO channels, so you're the first one to see that one on here. See, it glitches there, and then the bug's added on. It's almost like a glitch in the video, but they're saying it happens when UFOs happen. But if that's the case, you wouldn't see the beam of light either. Anyway, I think it's a bug and a glitch. Maybe because the bug landed on the lens, because it's motion triggered, right? The man was going around the corner, so the motion was going to turn off, and then a bug landed on it exactly the same time. It's just interesting footage, though. Probably could take a frame for it from it for a thumbnail. Shame you can't zoom in. Well, you can actually zoom in. Let's see if it works. I haven't tried that for a while. There's a feature on VLC that lets you to zoom. I haven't tried it for a long time, because it was a wee bit buggy. Whereabouts is it though? Can crop, which is kind of good. But you want drag handles, really. Color. Interact with zoom, there we go. How do you do it there? Rotate the image. Interact with zoom. How do we do it again? I think there's a little thing on the side. Up here, is it? Here we go. That's pretty cool, huh? You can zoom in, I think, somehow. He disappeared and the bug shows up. Don't know if it will Do a snapshot of that, zoomed in or not. Let's find out. Happens very quickly. Okay, let's see if it kept the zoom. I think it can zoom in further. I think it may have kept the zoom actually. Should have the ads off, shouldn't it? Yep, there we go. There's the zoom window. So it's getting better and better all the time, VLC. Anyway, I better save those images. Better upload it, finish up. And the alien worked quite well. Looks really realistic in the corner there, doesn't it? Compare that to Skinny Bub. And put it through a blur filter, right, and you got yourself a believable alien on video footage, right? That blinks. There you go, blinks. So it just shows how easy it is. That you could create fakes quite easily. Anyway, enough of me for today, and we've still got tons more to do, never ending. And they're just mostly junk, as you saw. Very hard to figure out some of them. And I got burps now. And that's my cue to go. Good night, and hopefully I'll do another one soon when I feel like it. Ho 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 in a barrel, monkeys. Take care on the roads, everybody. Hopefully the audio is good. I haven't checked it for a while. There you go, Twitch, good night.